What's going on, and welcome to Captain Cardiac. Today I'm doing my mock draft for the 2018 NFL Draft. I'm only doing picks 1 to 10, because that's where most of the notable picks and drama is going to happen. So let's get right underway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, start things out with the number 1 pick, my boys, the Browns. We're on the clock. This pick could be franchise altering. This pick could very well change the landscape of the NFL. So who's it going to be? Are we going to go with the best player in the draft? The next play, Damian Tomlinson, Saquon Barkley, or are we going to go for the man with the strongest arm in this draft? Quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen. Or are we going to go with the best player in the draft, the man himself, Sam Darnold? Or, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to make the most surprising draft selection in NFL history and take the most athletic quarterback since Michael Vick? Or are we going to take Lamar Jackson? Okay, y'all, listen. Let's be real here. We're not going to take Lamar number 1 overall, and you really shouldn't take him number 1 overall. I have us taking Sam Darnold. Ultimately, he's the most pro-rated quarterback. I think he's basically your textbook quarterback. He has good size, decent arm. I think he does need to work on turnovers. He's not the most accurate passer, but I think sitting him behind Tyrod Taylor for a year would really help him smooth out his game. And then ultimately, when we bring him in next season, he'll be pretty solid. I don't think he's the best quarterback in the draft. I like Mayfield, but like I said, he's the favorite. I think this is who we're going to pick. So yeah, that's why I was taking Sam Darnold. And on pick number 2, we have a trade. And I have the Buffalo Bills trading with the New York Giants. And now the Bills, they're going to give up way too much. They're going to be way too desperate to find their next great quarterback since Jim Kelly. I have them taking Josh Rosen, probably the best passer in the draft. But they're going to give up, I predict they'll give up like 3 or 4 first-round picks. They're going to just, last year the Bears, they had the worst draft. After giving up 3 picks to move up 1 slot and take Mitch Trubisky, this year it's going to be the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Rosen has potential to do good things in the league, but he's not going to be worth the hefty price tag the Bills are going to pay to get him. Ultimately, this pick is not going to be great for the Bills, but you never know. Weirder players have become good. Now, pick number 3. I think that the Jets, they wanted Josh Rosen. I think that's why they traded up to number 3, so they didn't have to take Josh Allen or Sam Darnold. We're the 2 question mark players in the draft. So I think they're going to be I think they're going to take Josh Allen, though. Like I said, the guy with the strongest arm in the draft. They're going to be disappointed that they didn't get Josh Rosen, who's the guy they wanted. But they still get a quarterback. There's no chance that they're not going to take a quarterback. They traded to get this pick, to get a quarterback. If they don't take a quarterback, I'm going to be very, very surprised. And now we move on to pick number 4, Browns, back on the clock. I don't have us taking Saquon. I know that a lot of people do, and people think we should, and I do agree he's a very special player. But our running back core is already, I think, set. I mean, we have Carlos Hyde, who isn't great, but he's pretty solid. And I mean, we do have Duke Johnson Jr., who can be electric, and he made some pretty amazing plays last season. And I think the main reason is, I think we need to take Bradley Chubb, and here's why. Stop and think about this for a second. We take Myles Garrett, we take Emmanuel Ogbah, and then we add Bradley Chubb. We truly have a chance to do something special here. We could make possibly the best defensive line since the Steel Curtain, make a defensive line that is going to terrorize quarterbacks for years to come. I think when you have a chance to do something like this, you need to take that chance. And I believe if we do take Bradley Chubb, it is going to pay off in a major, major way. Now, pick number 5, Denver Broncos. I don't have them taking Baker Mayfield. I was talking about earlier about the textbook quarterback. That's the type of quarterback John Elway likes. I think he doesn't like Mayfield. Like I said, Mayfield's not really a textbook quarterback. I don't think John Elway would like him that much. I have them taking Denzel Ward here. Ultimately, they need someone for their secondary. They lost a Cube to leave in free agency, and he was their only really good player in their secondary. And quite frankly, they need to start rebuilding their secondary, and Denzel Ward would go a long way in helping to rebuild that secondary. Also, I think they're going to go Paxton Lynch another year. He's still going to become a bust. I don't have confidence in him really becoming a good player. And I think they're going to go Case Keenum here and see if maybe he'll become quarterback of the future. But yeah, I think they really do need to take Denzel Ward. I think it would help them quite a bit to take the best corner and probably best secondary player in the NFL draft. And I'll take number 6. Okay. I know you're about to just drop a bunch of dislikes and hate comments over this, but I do not have the Colts taking Saquon Barkley. I have them taking Quentin Nelson, the offensive guard from Notre Dame. Listen, the Colts, they have a very horrible offensive line. They've had a horrible offensive line for the past 5 years. Listen, Andrew Luck is returning very soon. And when he comes back, you're going to want to limit the amount of hits he takes. If he takes another, probably even one more really bad hit, his career is going to be done. I think if you add Quentin Nelson to your team, a guy who I think is going to be a very special offensive lineman, you're going to give Andrew Luck a lot more confidence, and you will reduce the amount of hits he takes. I ultimately just think this is what they need to do, and I think this pick would benefit them more than they could really realize. And now pick number 7, I have the Bucks, and they are taking Saquon Barkley. He's not dropping any farther. I don't think I need to explain why the Bucks would take Saquon Barkley if he's at number 7. I think this would obviously be great for them. The Bucks are going to be the winners of this draft, getting a very, very nice weapon for famous Jameis at number 7. Saquon, I feel like Saquon might actually be what helps them get over the hump and potentially become a playoff team. So I think, obviously, the Bucks are going to be incredibly thrilled with this draft. Now, pick number 8, Chicago Bears. There's no way they're going to go for an offensive player here. They've already got all their offensive needs during free agency. I think they're going to go for Minkah Fitzpatrick here. Minkah Fitzpatrick's a solid player. Helps strengthen their secondary a lot. And yeah, this is kind of a simple pick. I think, their offense, they already got what they need, I think, to give Mitch Trubisky a chance to succeed. And I think they need to start during this draft, they need to start getting some pieces for their defense. And I think Minkah Fitzpatrick would be a good pick for them. And I'll pick number 9. We have another trade. I have the Arizona Cardinals trading up with the 49ers to take Baker Mayfield. The Cardinals, they're going to be desperate. Listen, they're going to try and find a quarterback to replace Carson Palmer, and their quarterback situation now is quite scary. They have Sam Bradford, and listen, it's not a matter of if he gets injured, it's when he gets injured, and I think he might get injured before week 3. And when he gets injured, their backup's Mike Glennon. That's scary for them. I think they need to take Mayfield. I think this guy is a very special player, and even if he's just their second or third string quarterback this season, he's going to make a difference leadership-wise. And I think next season, not this season, but next season, he's going to do some very, very great things for the Arizona Cardinals. I predict the Niners are also going to be willing to trade this pick because I think they already have a really solid all-around team. Of course they have needs, because every team in the NFL has needs, but I think they're going to be very willing to trade this pick. So I think this is going to be good for the Cardinals, to give them what I think is a very solid quarterback. And now in pick number 10, the last pick for my mock draft, I have the Oakland Raiders and they will be taking Tremaine Edwards, linebacker from Virginia Tech. Quite frankly, this is a very simple pick, just like the Bears pick. They could use, it's a position of need, and I think Tremaine Edwards is the best linebacker in the draft. I know some other people like Quan Smith. I just think Tremaine Edwards has amazing athleticism. I think he's great at the linebacker position, and he would help out the Oakland Raiders a lot. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's my mock draft. Please drop a like down below and subscribe if you would like to see more videos just like this one. And comment down below. Do you agree with my picks? Or do you think that this is the worst mock draft you have ever seen? So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye, guys.